Okay, طلاب, now this is a trigonometric function. So it's the sine function. Now the sine function, it has this graph. Look, if the sine was by itself, so it has this graph. It's going to go up like this and go like this. So the maximum value here is 1 and the minimum value here is -1. So this is the graph. Now because we have this number 2, the graph is going to go up to 2 instead of 1 and going to go down to the, it's going to go down to the -2. So it's going to go up like this and it's going to go down like this and like this. So this is going to be 2 and here is going to be -2. So this is the graph when you have this number, the amplitude. The amplitude was 2, it takes the graph up to 2 and down to -2. Now what does this number 2 does to the graph? The 2 here, or the constant, it takes the graph 2 steps up. So instead of having the x-axis here, you're going to imagine that it is 2 steps up. So this is 2, and you're going to begin your graph from here, going up to 4 and going down to 0. And there you graph. This is the graph. This is going to go to 0, and here it's going to go up to 4 because you're going to take the graph 2 steps up. We're going to get into trigonometric function, by the way, in chapter 10, 11, 12, or something like this. But now it's good to have a good idea about this. So the sine x, it goes like this. Hey, sine x. So this is the sine x. Okay, but if it was by itself, there was no 2, no 3, and no 2 here. It was just sine x. So it goes up till 1 and goes down till -1. But what does this 2 do to the graph? Well, it takes it, instead of going to 1, it goes to 2, and this one goes to -2. It goes like this. So here it will become 2. Please memorize this. And this is -2. Okay, that's great. Well, what about this 2 here? What does this 2 do? This 2 here. Well, this 2 carries the whole graph up 2 steps. So instead of starting from here, no, you go up till the 2 and start your graph from here. So it goes 2 steps up. That means it's going to go to 4. And if you want to be very accurate here, something like this, and it's going to go like this and going to go 2 steps down, which is the 0, and goes up like this. So this 2 basically carries it up or down. If it's positive, it takes it up. If it is negative, it takes it down. Okay, that's great. Now, the last thing, let me erase this. The last thing, what about this number inside the x? Well, this number here takes the graph to the right or to the left. Because it's positive, it takes it 3 steps to the left. So instead of the graph starting from here and going like this, no, you gotta move it 3 steps to the left. So that's 1, 2, and 3. So it's gonna start from here and gonna go like this, and it's gonna go like this. So this one takes it right and left, the x-axis. So now you know the 3 basic or important things in the sine, on cosine, and tan. So this one, stretch it up and down. It doesn't move it. This one carries the whole graph up and down or down. And this number, which is inside the bracket, takes the graph right and left. Okay, so these are the 3 parameters that affect the graph of sine and cosine and tan functions. Well, students, you don't need to know it now, all these, because we're going to talk about this in details later on in chapters 11, 12. But now it's a good idea to have an idea. So if you go to Desmos, for example, let me just put this function so that you see it. Let me clear this out. Look at this one. So it is 2 sine, that's a bracket, x plus 3, close the bracket, okay, plus 2. Take a look at what you have here. Let me make this big. Look. So again, it took, this is the graph, it took it up to 4 and down to 0. Okay, and the graph started from x equals here. X, this is the line where the graph is oscillating around, okay, which is y equals to 2. And then the graph is taken 3 steps to the left. So if you take a look now, this point is, okay, or from here, now this is the point 0, it's taken 3 steps to the left. So this is 3 steps to the left. It's here. So it should have started from here, by the way. It should have started from here, but it has been translated 3 steps to the left. Okay, because of this number, because of this number. This number moved the graph 3 steps. So let me show you how the original graph is. Look, this is the original graph. I'm going to write another one. I'm going to just write sine x so that you can compare. Look at this is sine x. See the one in blue? So let's see what this 2 does. So if you put 2 sine x, look. So it's the same graph, but stretched up. Okay, now let's see what this 2 does. So you put 2 sine x plus 2. So it took it. Let me hide this for a bit. So it took it up. Look, it was like this. It took it up after the stretch. It took it up. Great. And let's see now what this 3 does. So the last one, which is 2 sine x so look what happens. Okay, I'm gonna hide this. So it moved, right? This is the original graph, see? And this is stretched. And this is the one, so it moved it 3 steps to the left. Okay, which is our graph. Moved it 3 steps to the left. So don't worry, students, we'll talk about this in details later on in our SL and HL studies. Thank you for watching.